Maybe it's the establishing of a connection or link.
Yeah, also I'm wondering, like, is it like you just shoot it out and then they gotta shoot it back, and that's both 5% chance, or is it the establishment of a connection in the first place, 5% chance? You know, I'm always in favor of gambling in D&D. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Okay, we're fine. It's literally gotta get a nat one. Literally just a nat one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you rolled low.
The apple disintegrates.
Oh.
Yeah.
I figured that would happen, but it was also like a funny bit that I was thinking of.
For God's sake.
Shit.
Honor looks immediately unamused by what you just did.
You try and look fancy.
You really
this
are
is
a
what's
lot
gonna
more.
happen.
You really are a lot more like him than I thought.
I don't want to know that.
Abigail opens her eyes. Okay. She looks at Connor. We can meet at the emissary's house. That will be a safe space. Is the way there still the same? It's the Feywilds goes never the same. Well,
Yeah.
you get what I mean. Probably. I don't stay around here too often.
But are we gonna take the same path, or is Catalina gonna go elsewhere?
If Catalina doesn't fuck all of you, then you should be taking that path.
I thought she was in a relationship.
You make just as bad jokes as other people I know, and it's very, very disappointing.
Here? Can we leave her here?
Wait, please don't leave me here.
Why? What's wrong with my home?
I just don't want to be alone in it, because I don't trust myself to not sell my soul again at this point.
Fair point.
Maybe have a
So,
conversation with someone, but that's
The only thing, there's only really a few major steps in that path, Abigail. Right. So we go out through here. Well, all of you, right? You go out through the buffer zones. The what? The buffer zones. Right. You haven't been nearby. You haven't been here. What are the buffer zones? You'll find out when you get there.
I imagine it's.
Did they really not tell you about the buffer zones? Wow.
Shut up!
Yeah.
You don't know what the buffer zones are either. Shut up.
I mean, it
Of course
makes
I know what
sense.
the
He's
buffer zones
protecting
are.
his
Don't be
house.
ridiculous.
What deception? Deception and disadvantage. But
You give advantage because I'm trying to assist.
No, he has advantage anyway. He has cloud giant shit.
Ah, shit, you're right.
Oh, you want me to roll for you?
Sure, yeah, I'm opening my laptop right now.
I'd be 0% surprised to see like a moat full of bodies that will rise up and kill us.
I'm afraid it's only a 9, even with guidance.
Damn.
You are free to roll yourself now that you're here on roll 20, though.
Come on, Ruhan. Come on, Ruhan. Come on, Ruhan.
Alright.
Ah! It's all the same!
Anyways! Just like the amount of help you guys got from Hero's Feast. Easy.
Oh.
Abigail,
Nine.
the situation.
What are the buffer zones? So you know how
This is the
Fae
one that
make
buffers.
alliances.
Yeah.
You know how Fae make alliances, right? He just gestures out the door to the closet, which is right next to the front door. But why? He shrugs. If you're trying to ask me to comprehend the mind of my father, you got another thing coming. But they definitely weren't here when you were around. Right. Well, okay, aside the buffer zones then. Through the glass fields. Right. Why are they called the glass? Aren't they mirrors? Because people are fucking stupid, girl, you know that. But beyond that, that's where the most discrepancy would lie. Then we're talking about shifting gnomes. Right. But it shouldn't be too far.
Is it mirror similar to Darren, or is it just different?
Who's Darren? Oh. Your mentor in R&D, Abigail. Yes. No. That's demonic.
Wait,
And
really?
it's not technically mirrors. Technically, it's just
Like-
reflective.
Like actually demonic? Like
Actually demonic.
Yes.
like the void demonic, or
Yes.
oh god, he's even stupider than I thought.
He's lived a hard life.
Yeah, I mean, if he's talking with demons, yeah, I could understand why his life's hard.
I'm not here to defend Darren. So, we have a destination.
We have a possible route, in theory.
The first 2 nodes of the route should be fine. I just don't know how many more past the number 2 there are and what they will entail.
Right.
It might be 3, might be 7, might be more, might be less, might be just only 2.
Does it vary on if we piss her off?
It varies on if you piss her off, but also varies on the whims of the Feywilds. Realms are always shifting in here.
Oh boy.
But
Nothing
couldn't
better
we
than the
move? Couldn't we move the round to be next to the wild Fey emissaries? You could. You want to go ask dear old Dad about that? Do you think he'd do it? No. We'd sort of be ditching the buffer zones outside.
Unnecessary
Right.
risk.
Besides, Catalina will get you there fine. Again, as long as you don't piss her off too much.
And what would put the Catalina in a good mood?
And
He thinks on that?
things-
You know, I don't really know. I never made it much of a point to learn how to get on her good side. He looks at Abigail. What? Oh, come on. Surely you know something. She likes hanging around the family, but that's not really in the cards. She likes being with her significant other, but that's also not very much in the cards.
Oh, we didn't really ask.
You're fucking worthless. Catalina's just very simple like that. There's nothing wrong with it. Or me. She rolls his eyes. You lived with her for so many years, and yet you don't know fucking shit. She finds a shoe and chucks it at him. It just bounces off him. Your temper tantrums don't deny the truth. If anything,
that's
it
kinda
proves my
proving
point.
the point. Yeah, exactly.
Shut up. She points a finger above you. Shut up.
Just give her a minute. She's smart. She'll figure something out.
Thanks. Oh. Well, I doubt we have it.
Well, never know unless you spit out what the thing is.
It's an elven wine. One that my mother specifically doesn't keep in stock around here.
Because she drank all of it?
Yes.
Fair. Hey, she knows her family. She knows them. Is it, like, extremely rare?
Yes. Well, I don't know. Are any of you such convincing dancers of Sesha that you managed to get here thus far without me realizing it?
Blinks.
Hardy just sort of groans. Dancers. Elves. Ew.
Rose just blinks slowly.
Looks at Widow.
You elves.
Yeah, I feel like I should take a little bit of offense to
He
that.
doesn't actually say you elves, but he does groan at the dancers comment.
Fair enough. I mean, if you had thought of this ahead of time, you could have possibly asked Billy, but, you know, hindsight's a bitch.
I mean, it's not really hindsight if we didn't know the thing existed before now.
True.
I didn't think we would need convincing of Catalina. She'll lead us there regardless of if she is or isn't in a good mood.
Well, first off, is going to the Father of Dragons the solution we're looking for?
Abigail leans back and holds up Poike hands. I'd be perfectly fine with leaving it with Father.
And you trust him.
Yes. Even after what he did. After the truth I gave you. Yes.
Can I insight check that to see what's giving her?
Yeah, sure. So does Connor. Oh, look, Connor has a plus 18. Oh, well, that's crazy, man. That's wild.
That's wild, man. That's crazy. Why do I only insight check with characters that are not trained in it?
That's crazy. I thought you would have learned your lesson after Chetamir.
Oh, my turn.
Ha, you don't get guidance.
Yeah.
I have guidance, but you
Oh,
don't get
never
it.
mind. You get guidance, idiot.
You don't get it.
I have guidance, but no, you can't have it. It doesn't matter if I have guidance or not. I would roll a 7 at best. She would have to roll a natural 1, and then she would still probably beat me.
It's crazy, man. It's wild. It's crazy. It's wild. Oh, look at that. Connor's ability modifier is, gonna beat that anyways. He doesn't say anything of that.
Smart.
I just saw the epic embed. Do you have a new epic embed fail gif every time? I feel like you do. Like I've seen like 4 of them.
Each different one, yes.
I
could
saw
also-
it side screen.
We can also give it to Connor to give to the maestros. Think we could,
Good. I'm not gonna go back anytime soon, though.
at the very least, it'd be
I
in
mean-
your hands to get to him.
Yeah, I mean, we are technically in a different realm right now, and the traitors probably don't know where we are.
I would not
So
be surprised
if-
if they still did, honestly.
The halls
Yeah.
feel.
But I'm saying we're probably semi-safe
Race don't
for
think
now, at
different
least.
realm matter so much. Race think this house matter. So the shard gone from us. That's the big point.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
I think we're gonna ask the maestros for cool stuff if we give them the shard.
You ain't getting jack shit from the maestros while I'm still standing.
Fair enough.
If anything, them be doing us a favor.
We already got one leech in the place. We don't need a bunch more.
Why do you allow the leech to be there then?
Because he's in charge.
Oh, that's fun for you
Big-
guys.
Oh, this is Abigail stats her fingers. This is Jean.
Aye. Head Maestro Nikolai Jean.
What
The
about
brightest
him
mind
then?
of our age. I wouldn't trust an insane man to hold an insane object.
But
The
you wouldn't
character
trust
thinks
him-
about it. Wouldn't that be the best place? You don't know him, boy. Don't try. Fair enough.
But also, he's in charge of the maestros. I imagine there's... At the very least, he could probably keep it safe.
No doubt he can keep it safe. I also don't doubt that he might use it or lose it.
Hmm.
Those would probably be...
Let me give you a frame of reference for this.
Sure.
If you guys find random loot and you think, how did this get here? There is a slight statistical chance it's because of him losing it.
How slight?
I reckon anywhere from 10 to 15%.
That is... That is too high.
Too
I
high
was
for
thinking
one man
like
alone.
5. Yeah. Wait, is that like relative to a location, or is that just global?
I don't fucking know.
Man, this guy loses a lot of
Honestly,
shit.
at that point, it's kind of... Yeah, at that point, it's like a skill, really.
Scavenger hunt. I mean, to be fair, you can't really find
It is a
shards
thing on
bends.
the on the random loot tables where you'll see like property of NJ. Return to
Love that.
Master's Academy if lost.
Okay.
It is a thing.
Although-
It is a statistic. The thing is, it's not together either. They're all scattered everywhere.
Kind of
Although-
looking at the Rose is holding the shard, yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at the shard like it's some sort of smelly, putrid rat. Race is gonna sort of reach for it, grab it with an index and a thumb,
Oh my god, he's touching it.
lift it up, and
Hold
just
it out, yeah.
hold it, and just sort of reach toward Connor and sort of drop it in his hand. And okay, problem solved. Let's go.
We are kind of beating around the bush on that.
Connor gets a smirk underneath his cloth mask. Practical solutions to practical problems, eh? Fair enough.
Isn't that like it was a smelly sock?
Yeah. To be fair, Father of Dragons, Race doesn't want it involved with him at all, so...
It's not really
It would be
beating
an
around the
end that
bush.
we're achieving, though. If we go talk to Nevi, she's a silver dragon.
Great one.
She's very nice and very humble. She's
Race
been
sort of
through
tilts
some-
its head as that, like,
She's been through a metric fact and a shit. Well, I suppose everyone has. No, you don't. Never mind.
How does she feel about hags?
I don't think she has really had much interaction with hags. Probably best to keep it that way.
Yeah. Well, Race, how important is this to you?
Rhea's going to see the father regardless. It's
Whether or not you have
be
a
the
feeling.
fate. Shard no shard. Make little difference. Beside, like that thing. Bad juju.
There.
It's not about liking it, about putting it somewhere safe that our enemies can't get it.
Yeah, Rhea's trust Connor.
I can get behind that.
I'd caution you to trust in people so fast. I don't really know you all that well.
I can assure you, Maestro Connor, I do not put trust in you like that.
Fair. So, any other matters of business to be had in this conclave of closets?
That's fun alliteration.
Oh, I love that title.
Now imagine
That's
Lord
the
of the
name.
Rings, but it's in a shoe closet. We must get the ring into the fires of Mount Doom. But they're in a fucking 15 by 15
Yeah.
closet. There's like shoe racks and shoe boxes
It's
around.
just kids playing in
There's,
a
like,
closet.
coats and,
Like
got the
shoe
little
shine
torch.
and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a dangling torch that's held on a strap on some hooks in case of emergency and some spare batteries.
Oh my god, I love
There's
it.
your episode title.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, I just scribbled that
We
down.
did it! The
Halfway
conclave
through
of
this
closets.
episode.
Oh my god.
I think I may have got your father to side with me on helping with the Baba situation.
You did? She
Uh-huh.
squints. Not that I doubt it, but how?
Well, they attacked you. You, for all intents
Right.
and purposes, are his property.
I'm not property.
An extension of him then.
More amenable.
An attack on you is an attack on him.
Kind of.
So I'm the leverage, is what you're saying.
Race kind of chuckles.
Yes, that is correct.
Them be
She looks at
declaring
Connor.
war.
He just shrugs. Don't be sad. It happens. That's not any... That doesn't sage me of the situation. Sucks.
Hey,
I
hate the
wish I could
fairy.
say round more.
Don't hate the game.
I thought you were supposed to be
don't hate the
wise,
player,
Connor.
hate the game.
I am wise in a number of things, and I'm wise enough to know when I'm not wise in an aspect. If you want all-knowing wisdom, go talk to Mother. She's managed to convince me to enter into all this shit. And he gestures around.
Which, from the
That's
sounds of it,
wisdom.
was impressive.
I was once mind-controlled to stay here.
Ha! And instead you walked into it.
Slightly
now.
terrifying.
So, if you want wisdom, go talk to Mother.
So then it becomes a question of
Yeah,
how
maybe
long
we should
do you
do
want
it.
to
Wait.
stay?
She's not a fairy, right?
He shakes his head. Nah. She's married to him.
Yes, I think I'll do just that then. Good idea.
Rias ting she nice. Good advice.
He gets like a tired smirk underneath his mask. She's very nice. She's just married to a very hard to love man. Speaking from experience there, brother. How is... Shut up. Alright.
It's just like Rose looks between him to her, to him to her. It's like, I want to know, but I don't know who to ask.
Connor like stares intently at her and Varric. Seems to be a thing that runs in the family now I think about it. He opens up the door to the shoe closet.
Oh, it's a
Looks at Varric, looks at her.
Varric just blinks at that. Was that an insult?
No. Oh, it definitely.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
believe it
feeling
was
that.
It's sort of a compliment that
I believe it's what's called a clapback.
the hell does that mean?
Is it a
That
giant
means
thing?
Abigail tried to throw a soft insult, but it got slammed right back in her face. Alright, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat.
I imagine when Ruan said that, he did like the dunking motion.
He's like,
Yeah.
Good dunk, man.
Just imagine him like
I'm just-
slamming his fist into his palm like. "Ah!"
I'm just imagining a hill jive of a rhino dunking it like a basketball.
Yeah.
Whoa there, baby! From downtown! Oh man, I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
Not. Alright,
Put
I'm
on
adding
the
that to the list.
Rainbow.
I'm
Yeah.
listening that to it's on the encounters now. Basketball giants. No, wait, this is a Space Jam.
Space Jam.
No, I'm putting in the Space Jam Giants. Let's do it. Nope, it's in the table now. Space Jam Giants playing basketball.
We gotta
Oh,
be
God.
Question
Who do I
mark
even want on
with Rhino? Question mark.
Who do I even want on my team if that's the case?
What?
I
You
mean-
gotta pick up basketball in the middle of nowhere.
Rose could probably do like half court shots like nothing.
Can you lift a Rhino?
Shit, that's a good point. Can we make it a mini
Yeah,
rhino?
pick up the ball.
Fuck.
So there's
Riggs might be
definitely
able
a
to
hill-
do something. He can wild shape.
Fun fact: there is a hill giant game where you toss around dwarfs.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
They're hacky
It's
sticks.
like
orcas.
I
rugby
feel like
with dwarfs.
proportionally, that's not the same though, because like a basketball's pretty big, like compared to like your hands, right? I think a dwarf is
Yeah.
that big to a giant. That'd be more like shot put.
Oh, they do that too.
Yeah,
So-
I figured that.
So the question then is, do you go until like they're just bludgeoned to death and then you get a new one, or do you not care that they're alive or dead?
What's the point?
Well,
of
you
system?
chuck
No,
'em.
Who cares? They're dwarfs.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, get another one.
Yeah.
It's like orcas, they play like softball with seals.
They do?
Yeah, they do.
Orcas
For
are
sport.
based.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
orca.
though.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyways,
Love it.
anything else? Anything else to discuss here in the conclave of closets?
Are we gonna stay
just,
long?
Lean my head back in. Hey, Abigail, if you need a minute in here to sort of work through your emotions. After what just happened, I think we all understand.
She just blinks unamusedly at you. Ha ha.
Are you
was
projecting
pretty funny.
here,
Shut up.
or-
Thank you.
Don't agree with him. But you gotta admit, no. All right. I'm brave, not suicidal.
Very much.
Just look to him, give him a nod, a knowing nod, and leave.
You're already on thin ice as it is, with your childhood friend. Shutting up. So, you guys leave the blessed consecrated conclave of closets and enter back out into the main hall.
I suppose.
Well, I
You
just
see
wanna know, like-
Catalina is waiting she's like leaned against a pillar, like because there's like
Yes, it's working.
balcony space for the second floor that could oversee the main hall here, and she's leaned against one of the foundation pillars for one of those. And she's just sort of idly like chucking and catching and pulling back up a knife, like a throwing knife. You guys done?
Fancy.
What's with the knife?
Yes, I believe so.
I got bored. And good. Mother and father were wondering if you guys were staying the night still. Meal's done. All cleaned up. Thanks for your help, by the way, brother. You're welcome. She rolls her eyes. You know, for someone I haven't met for most of my life, you're still so insufferably like me. Ah, what a curse being your sibling. I think someone want to go talk to Mother, though. Oh, yeah? That's not be good.
Catches it.
I think Father might be retiring to his study, but Mother should still be in there, putting things away. So, feel free.
That's interesting.
He said he had some things to collect to go check in on. I'm sure he'll rejoin us soon enough.
What does a god study?
Well, Archsage Werner studies everything, so I guess we don't have much room to complain.
I suppose so.
And Father's not a god in the sense you all know it. He doesn't have some divine portfolio like the true gods do. But he has a god's power nonetheless. Oh, my bad. Fell. God's power. Anyways, going in. I'll wait for you guys here whenever we're ready to head out, if we're heading out today. Which, by the way, are we?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. I'll go get my things ready.
Take your time, Kettle.
You just say my name. She squints.
Yes, I did.
She looks at Connor. You must have worked that magical wit of yours then. She walks away. Wait, where are we going? We're still going to see Nevi, yes? Out in the mainland? No. I asked her to meet us at the Wadfay Emissary. Oh, lovely. Even faster. She walks away and up to the second floor.
How much of all that do you think she heard?
What do you think, Rose?
I assume most of it.
Good.
I mean, she had to clean
You
It'd
can
be
talk
safer
about-
to assume all.
Well,
can
she
talk
had to clean
about it on the road.
dishes, so like the latter half, probably.
Catalina doesn't clean dishes.
You have to dishes?
I don't do shit around here. I don't live here.
He just shows up occasionally.
I show up when shit needs to get done. And now here we are. Now come on, let's go get this done.
Thanks for the help, by the way.
You're not welcome because I would invite more of this.
You know what? Fair approach.
It's when Rose says thank you, it's rookie.
Rookie move, idiot.
I'm just trying to be nice.
That's mistake number one, Rose.
Should I be taking
could you?
notes?
Yes.
If you don't
Shut up,
realize
no,
it's a
no.
game, it means you've already lost.
They're not games with me. I'm not a fae. So you guys enter into the dining hall, where the basically the table has been cleaned of food, remains, plates, utensils, drinks, silverware, etc. Although it's not being done by, well, obviously not Catalina or Connor, considering one of them won't do it, or both of them won't do it, but you know what I mean.
For different reasons.
Nor is it fully being done by Kyra. There are servants here. You can't see their face. They have basically the equivalencies of like this, like, ovaline dome mask over their face, like you know, like the side of an egg. Although I guess an egg is a bit more curved, so maybe not that even. They move with utter grace and capable, how to say, fluid dexterity, unnaturally so. They are entirely garbed wearing, the equivalencies of, fancy butler uniforms, which are sort of like what monks do monastically, bound by or pulled down, rather, pulled taut at the wrists and the legs and the ankles and such. But they're helping Kyra put away things. They're both 7 feet tall. The two that you see.
Why?
But they
I'll
move
just
with
go
an
over.
unnatural speed and grace, despite their size. She's just humming.
Just go over and start helping.
Oh, thank you. Much better than these children of mine. She says, look at Connor, who's right behind all of you. He shrugs. Abigail also
Oh.
helps. And ever the dutiful child. Of course.
Be quite rude to let you cook and clean everything.
Happens more often than you think, and I have my lovely assistants. And she gestures at one of them, who just nods at her like, yep, like, so.
Did you like summon them, or did they just come with the house?
I suppose a bit of both.
Just like watching the spirits walk around, just questioning things. I don't
Who
know.
has religion trained?
Do I have religion trained? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Nope.
Roll me religion.
Oh, that's good.
Hey.
That's a 25.
25. I mean, Abigail has religion training, but she knows what these are. She's lived with them, so bit of a moot point on that one. Does Varric? He ironically doesn't have religion trained despite being a Kepling kid, but it just goes to show how he didn't take to his upbringing. But yeah, 25.
25 en français. These are maybe not because this house is weird, right? This house is a weird combination of mortal and Feywild, mortal realm and Feywilds, celestial and Fey. Like, it's a weird mix of things. These are some sort of angelic construct, or not angelic. That's a bit of a overstatement. Celestial construct. You think something more akin to like I guess a close equivalencies to it for real life would be like an eidolon, like a spirit or a person that of like a pure nature. Pure, not necessarily good, but pure as in singular minded. If I have my mythology correctly, which I might not, but whatever. I thought to say they don't have sentience or intelligence. Well, maybe a little bit less on the sentience, but they definitely are living or animated, living quote unquote creatures. Yeah. Eidolons or things of the equivalencies of them have different purposes depending on which god. Because if they're pure to a task, it depends on what task the god sets out for them, right? So, like a spirit, an eidolon of Sylvia, well, Mad Stalker Sylvia, would be very different than an eidolon of Heartbroken Alicia, right? Different agendas, different portfolios. So these ones fit the house, so to speak.
And what were they called again? Sorry, Ivalons.
Eidolon. Oh,
Oh, okay.
I fucked up. It should be I did. There you go.